Talk to me.
Knife in the upper chest, GCS 12, passed out on the way in.
All right, trauma 2.
Minimum blood loss in the field. BP 100 over 60. 86% on 4 liters.
How did this happen?
He broke into some lady's house and she stabbed him.
Ambo behind us is bringing her in with a hand lack.
Not dressed like a burglar, more like a duffer ready to tee off. Ready? Let's go inside. Let's transfer him on my count. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, no breast zones on the right. I need another 18-gauge line in the chest tube, and let's get an AP and a lateral chest x-ray to see how deep this knife goes.
Got it. We got an ID on this guy?
No.
No, but we found this in his pocket.
Can I see if I can get an emergency contact off that? Thank you. Courtney, you're going to treatment 5.
The burglar's here too, isn't he? Why was I brought to the same hospital?
I assure you, ma'am, you're completely safe. Now, please, walk me through what happened again.
I was making breakfast, and then there he was in the living room, just rifling through the cabinets. Wait, where's my bag? I have to call my husband.
I'll check the ambo.
Ready to transfer on my count. 1, 2, 3. Get it out.
Hello, Mrs. Young. I'm Dr. Lanik. How about I take a look at that hand?
Please, can you call my husband? I have to make sure he's okay. His name is James. James Young.
Calling him right now.
Here's your phone.
I'll take that.
Any luck finding the husband?
Yeah. That's him in trauma 2. The guy she stabbed.
Listen, I thought this was a straightforward case of self-defense.
Nothing straightforward about it. That woman is a nut job. This is your department, not mine.
I'm telling you, it's not him. I mean, yes, that man looks just like my husband, but...
But he's an imposter.
Exactly.
And you can tell him apart how?
It's all the little things, like the way he buttons his shirt and the way he nods his head. It's not James. It's not the man I love.
Anything like this ever happened before? No. Have you ever been medicated for your thinking? For hearing stuff other people don't? No.
You think I'm crazy, don't you?
Yeah. It's not my favorite term.
I'm a particle researcher at Fermilab. I do the Times crossword every Sunday without any help from Google, and I am well past the age of onset for schizophrenia. So how about you stop trying to figure out what's wrong with me and help me figure out what that imposter did with my husband?
I told you I don't want to press charges.
Well, you have my card if you change your mind.
Mr. Young, I'm Dr. Charles, and I just talked to your wife.
Is she okay? No one's letting me see her.
Her hand is fine. I'm still trying to figure out why she stabbed you in the first place.
We've been happily married for 29 years. I have no idea why she would do this.
Any changes to her health recently of any kind?
Yes, Amber was diagnosed with a pituitary adenoma a month ago. It's pushing against her brain.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. How is her treatment going? Is the tumor operable?
Our doctors advised against the surgery because of where it was located. They're trying to shrink it using medication.
Would one of those medications by any chance be bromocriptine?
How do you know?
Bromocriptine significantly boosts the dopamine in the brain, and that very well could have something to do with Amber's delusion.
Delusion?
Strange as it may sound, your wife stabbed you because, well, she doesn't believe that you are actually you. She's under the delusion that you have been replaced by an imposter. It's actually got a name, too, in fact. The Capgras delusion and, well, imposter syndrome.
And this is all a side effect of the medication she's taking?
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
The doctor said her medication is the only thing keeping the tumor at bay.
What I want to do is put her on a very mild antipsychotic, and I'd also like to have one of our own neurosurgeons review her scans.
Okay.
The longer a delusion lasts, the harder it is to break. Because this one came on so suddenly, I'm going to choose to be optimistic. And I think that you should too.
Oh, I don't like this. Tell me again. Tell me where you're taking me.
Well, we took medication about an hour ago, right?
So what are you expecting to happen, aside from me feeling a little sleepy?
Let's see. Let's just call it an experiment.
Amber, sweetie.
Oh my God, I was so worried about you. What are you doing here? What happened to you?
Amber, you actually did this to James. You stabbed him. You didn't know it was him
What?
when you did
No,
it?
I stabbed an intruder.
It was me.
I would never do that. You know I would never.
I know. It's not your fault.
I don't understand.
You experienced a very rare side effect from the medication you're taking to control the tumor in your brain. It made you think that James was somebody else, an impostor.
He doesn't appear that way to me now.
Well, it's because I gave you a very mild antipsychotic to control the delusion.
So, problem solved? I told you. Everything was gonna be all right. Honey, you okay?
Amber, what's the matter? Amber. Can I get a little help here? A little help, please?
What's happening with my wife?
Temp 102, pulse 140s.
BP?
I don't know. The reading's all over the map. 160 over 101, 88 over 59. Maybe I need a different cuff.
No, it's labile.
What's happening to me?
You're having an adverse reaction to the antipsychotic. Start a new IV, 5 liters of O2 by mass, 125 of dantrolene.
Does that mean that the antipsychotic doesn't work?
Based on the way you're reacting, I'd say probably not.
But what about the delusion?
It'll likely return here. I need you to breathe into this, okay?
Tell the neurosurgeon to do whatever he has to do to take out the tumor.
Why don't we discuss this after you've stabilized?
No, because I'm clear-headed now. I want the surgery. You hereby have my consent.
Amber, your doctors have advised against it. It could kill you. Even if the delusion never goes away, you could live a long life. We can figure out a way for you and your husband to coexist.
I don't want to coexist. I want to love him.
How you feeling?
Like I was hit by a truck.
There is somebody outside who I think might make you feel a little better. Your husband.
James.
Hey, hon. How you feeling? You okay?
You remember James? You look good.
That's not my husband.
Honey, please.
That's not my husband. I thought you said my husband was here.
Sweetheart, don't you see? It's me.
It's not you. You are not my husband. No. Get away from me. That is not my husband. You are not my husband.
It's okay.
That is not.
He's gone. He's gone. It's okay. James, I'm so sorry that didn't go the way that we wanted it to.
Don't be. You know how Amber and I met? It was April of '87. On a whim, I drove up by myself to Pontiac to catch a U2 concert. Scalped a nosebleed seat. Amber had done the same. The moment I saw her, I knew. Over 50,000 people, and I wind up sitting next to my soulmate. What are the odds of that? This won't stop us from being together. Maybe her tumor will go into remission. We'll find a way.